Excellences, chers collègues, chers amis, cher Monsieur Grete, today, 2 months after receiving the torch of the 2024 Olympic Games in our Parliamentary Assembly here in Strasbourg, we are hosting the Paralympic torch, traveling through France for the first time in its history. Strasbourg, along with 11 other French cities, is fortunate to be able to witness this historic event. We, in the Council of Europe, feel particularly honored to welcome the torch in our premises. For me personally, it is not only a great honor, but also a special emotion. Not only because I come from the country where the Olympic Games were born, Greece, but most importantly, because I'm a mother of a child who lost his leg when he was 4 years old, Charles, who is here with us today. Alongside his father, Charles found his strength and courage in sports, inspired by his two heroes, Frank Stekete, a former colleague that I hope most of you remember, and Michalis Saitis, a Greek Paralympic athlete, both with the same amputation as Charles. Sport for us in the Council of Europe is an integral part of our European societies, indeed of all societies in the world. And we are convinced that sports are central to the life and core values of our democracies. Sport is a unique vector to bring all parts of society together, to share joy and passion, and to celebrate the best of human achievement. It is a level playing field where children and adults alike can learn and practice human dignity, equality, and inclusion. This is why the Council of Europe is committed to sports for all. Our European Social Charter recognizes that all persons and groups in society, not least those with disabilities, or as I prefer to say, those who are simply differently abled, should be given every opportunity to enter the sports field and join sports communities at all levels, from the school team to the Olympic stadium, in an environment that is warm, welcoming, and affirming of the rights of each and everyone. Discrimination must never be tolerated on any ground whatsoever, gender, ethnic background, disability, or any other reason. And nor can we tolerate gender inequality, hate speech, and the terrible reality of child abuse in sports. Our enlarged partial agreement on sport provides a platform, a unique platform for governments to work alongside sports organizations and civil society, so that together we can shape new policies, campaigns, and initiatives that ensure the very best environment for sports. The International Paralympic Committee participates at the heart of this work. The Council of Europe has also developed a range of conventions on sports that our member states and countries throughout the world can join, on anti-doping, match fixing, and on spectator violence at football matches and other sports events. These two are about creating a fair, safe, and open environment in which every individual feels respected and included. Mesdames et messieurs, cher Jean-Paul, les Jeux paralympiques et les athlètes qui participent ont déjà fait leurs épreuves. Dans les dernières années, ils et elles ont contribué massivement à changer les attitudes et les regards sur les personnes en situation de handicap. Dans les prochains jours, les athlètes de ces Jeux de Paris 2024 nous épateront, tout simplement, tout comme l'ont fait les athlètes des Jeux olympiques classiques qui viennent de terminer un changement sociétal. Par mon histoire personnelle, en tant que mère d'un enfant handicapé, un enfant amputé, je sais combien il est important pour les personnes en situation de handicap et pour leurs familles de voir ces belles réussites et de se sentir vus, reconnus et applaudis en tant que membres à part entière de nos sociétés et de nos événements communs. Pour citer Madame Marie-Amélie Le Fur, présidente du Comité paralympique et sportif français, athlète et médaillée paralympique, lors d'une audition dans notre commission égalité, les Jeux paralympiques sont des moyens non stigmatisants de reconnaître les personnes en situation d'handicap pour ce qu'elles sont et non pas pour ce qui leur manque. Je n'oublierai jamais les sourires de mon fils la première fois qu'il a mis une prothèse de course. Sourire contagieux grâce au progrès des sciences, de médecins, de kinésithérapeutes et de prothésistes d'Europe. Que nos athlètes nous procurent le même sourire que celui de mon fils, sourire d'exploit, de l'espoir et du dépassement de soi. Vive le sport pour toutes et pour tous.